Hi, this is Chris from Cam Designs. I'm here today to do a short tutorial on my new pattern for a calendar cover. To get this free pattern, you need to go to my Cam Designs Sewing Patterns group in Facebook, go in the Files section, download and save the file to your computer, open that file, print it at 100%. The pattern was written around calendars that you purchase from the Dollar Tree. You can either get a weekly planner or a monthly planner. You will need to have an 8-inch by 14-inch piece of cork. You'll need a piece of cork for contrast. You'll need some braided elastic. Two pieces at 8.5 inches. I chose black. You can either use black thread, contrasting thread for whichever color of cork you've chosen. You'll need some 1/4 inch double-sided sticky tape, some fabric-tack glue or something to secure your thread ends, and some either Resin or edge coat. Once you cut out your pattern pieces, then you're going to cut your pieces out of cork. There's your main, there's the accent, the main number 2, and you will need 2 interior pieces. First step that you're going to do is you're going to finish your raw edges of your cork. First thing you're going to do is finish the raw edges of your cork. My favorite go-to is a Phoebe's Neutral Resin, and I apply it with a Q-tip. I'm going to apply it to just the edges that are going to be stitched together, which will be the right side of the main. You're going to apply it to both sides of the accent piece. You're going to apply it to the left side of the main too. And you're going to tell when this has saturated the edge, it changes a color. And then you're going to apply it to one side of your interior pieces. And this will also be the side that you're going to do an accent top stitching on later in the pattern. I'm going to set those aside so that I know which side I applied my edge finisher on. You're going to let that dry. And then the next step is going to be that you're going to apply your 1/4 inch DSCT, your double-sided tape, to each side of your accent. Remove the backing, and then take your main, this is your right edge, you're going to overlap it 1/4 inch, which is the exact same size as your DST. You're going to adhere it or secure it. You can top stitch this, or you can adhere both sides, your main 2, also to your accent, and then top stitch at 1/8 of an inch, this edge and this edge. When top stitching, you're going to start about an 1/8 inch down from the top and end about an 1/8 inch from the bottom. You're going to leave your long thread tails, because if you've purchased my patterns before, you know that I don't like to back tack unless your machine does exact stitches. I think it looks more professional to not have duplicate stitching here, and it's my personal preference, so use whichever method works best for you. It is an extra step, but it is something that I do for all of my products. And I will pause the video and I will knot the threads at this time. My thread ends or tails are all secured. Now I'm going to flip it over to the wrong side. And remember the two interior pieces we had from the beginning. This was the side, these are the two sides that I edge finished. So now I'm going to accent stitch these. All top stitched, and again I have left my tails long so that I can tie them on the back side. And again, you're going to start them at an 1/8 of an inch down from the top, and you're going to stop them an 1/8 of an inch from the bottom. You want to line them up with the top, side, and bottom edges and clip them into place. A little short on the top. There we go. Okay, then we're going to take our pieces of braided elastic, 2 8.5 inch pieces. Let me cut my pieces. And we want to tuck these in between the layers on the right side. We're going to go 1 1/4 inches from the right edge. I want to make sure you tuck in enough so that when you top stitch, you will catch the elastic that is in the middle. I don't know if I have enough on the top, so let's just redo this one just a little bit. And then on the left side, you're going to want to go 3/4 of an inch. Clip those in place, turn it over to the right side, and then you're going to top stitch 1/8 inch all the way around your outer edge. Once you're done top stitching, you want to take a sewing needle and pull your thread ends in between the two layers, tie that in a knot, and secure the ends. Then after that is done, you're going to apply your edge finisher to the outer edges. Same application as before, and again, if you have your own method that has worked for you in the past, please continue to use that method. I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then we will place the calendar. Now that my edge coat or edge finisher is all dry, I'm going to place my weekly planner. I leave the cover right on it for just a little bit more stability. And if your top stitching is just slightly off of an 1/8 inch, it will be a snug fit. Go ahead and put your elastic to hold your page open. This will also help to get the shape. And your calendar cover is complete.